Started running behind, like, my PC was like, I had to restart everything. So like, yeah, I'm behind. What's up? Good morning. Morning bell just rung. 2520 S&P. I don't know what's up with why everything looks different now. This is so weird. None of my work saved either. I got the trading view bug last night. So like, look at this. It's so I have no idea how much work didn't get saved if this is popping up. Or it's the channel and not the wedge. Oh, it's just world uniting me. Good morning, dude. Maybe I'm shadow banned again. I don't even know. Pump it though. Pump it. Get back above 21,730. Get back above 2,553. And we could have a really nice run again today. Remember, we know where the golden zone is. We're not at it yet. Could go higher. Know what I'm saying? Maybe not though, right? I don't know. Like if you don't know, I mean, there's probably not enough people in here to talk about anything yet. I didn't have a starting soon screen or anything, so just letting people trickle in while we look at the first, few moments of the session open. That started, it gapped up a little bit, but it's selling off a small amount. Look at the Dow Jones, how you've run up and tested 21,732, and as soon as you touched it, you pulled back, but that's it so far, right? The good news is, like, the futures volatility, though it's going crazy, like, you're opening almost, even, which is great. Instead of, like, limiting down every day, limiting up, limiting down, you're finally just maybe a little bit of volatility subsiding, and we know for someone who's long on volatility, levered longs on volatility, those people might be screwed a little bit. Let me post a notification for the Discord. The zoo, I would call it now. There you go. Did it, man. So Bitcoin, 65.46. Wow, hasn't moved. Remember that time Bitcoin fluctuated, or Bitcoin price action was outside of the levels between 64 and 6,800? I remember that one time, or every time before. It just seems like it's been so long. So I guess I'm kind of glad maybe my work didn't save, because, it's another good perspective on what this could be. You anchor 1 and 2 here, it's a wedge. You anchor like this, it's a flag. Whatever, right? Lots of upside potential if you did break, but Adam and Eve. It's funny though, like, I was telling this to patrons, what did I say? It's like, our minds are being tested so hard right now. This is how, like, if you got a weak mind, if you had a short open at any level here, you're just so tempted to be like, no man, no, it's gonna go higher, dude, based not on, oh, that sucks, dude. Look at that, none of my work saved. It's like, even though we're showing bearish divergence, I just can't do it, man. I can't be bearish. Because it's Bitcoin, man. It's Bitcoin. Oh, yeah. I think you're showing even more kind of divergence now. Where you're at a high, and now you're, like, kind of the same high. And you've got even, like, lower levels, like, much lower levels of relative strength now. I mean, though it's not the same peak or anything, it's just kind of playing into, okay, so you're chilling at the same level, and you're just losing your relative strength more. I mean, it's not really a true form or continuation of the bearish divergence, because it's like, one clear peak here. It's like sideways. Good God, what a range. Great for algos. We pumping. 21,670, getting back to that resistance line on the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, 2532. Session highs right now. Let's go. Welfare markets happening. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God, gold's pumping, dudes.
Bruh.
So I think it goes without saying. Well, it needs to go without. It goes like 240 people here now. I guess and we can talk about it a little bit.
And then, just like that,
3.82 million people filed joblessness claims. So that's a record. Shattered the 1982 records, and like thrice over. You know. So clearly, I mean, even with that number, I think it's probably a lot higher. There are a lot more people, a lot more information is out there that we don't know, we don't have yet. I don't know, man, like probably not everyone has filed yet, you know, so if we get more time of that. But the real good news and why the futures probably stayed sideways and maybe opened a little high was, you know, the bill passed, that stimulus bill that's really a stimulus bill for the American people and businesses. Importantly too, because if we've talked about these past I don't know, multi-days, 4 or 5 days, what the government and our leadership does right now is so important, because what they do can determine how long we're in a recession. Recession's inevitable. It's here. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I mean, that's what happens when you shut down an entire world economy, the likes of which we've never seen before. All right, so now it's like, if it's not if, then when will we recover from the recession? Well, the more people we can keep, or the more businesses we can keep from defaulting on their loans, crashing, you know, going bankrupt, the more people can keep their jobs. And there's like incentive in the package for businesses. If you don't lay off your workers, you get, you know, the stimulus. So it's like in the business's best interest to keep people on as employees. If you don't do that, you just start, you know, if that like isn't the case, and then we don't have a stimulus package like that, you know, it's really just a cascading effect of depression, really. I mean, right? I mean, the more people we keep with jobs, the shorter the recession is going to be, and that's all we can do at this point. So, you know, S&P 500, 2533. I mean, that's 2530 to 2550. They're both swing lows. They're both resistances. I mean, I can go and zoom out so you can see it. Man. It's not like, not just, yeah, it's not just that one. It's this one too. See, this is what happens when your work doesn't save. Yeah, multiple valleys here. So that's what you're testing it as resistance. You broke both yesterday. You just up-thrusted, and then Bernie Sanders tweeted about something, and then you dumped in the last hour of trading. But now we're back, man. We're back, and we're here to take who? We're here to take FYX's tendies, chat. That's our goal. How do we take his tendies? We just remain not volatile. If you just stay sideways like this, that's good. That could kill volatility. So let's go to the VIX real quick. Oh man, it's up right. No. It's down 3.8%. So, okay. Wait, wait a second. What's going on here? That's weird. When I was on the 4-hour, it was not updating. And then when I go to the daily, it's updating. Yeah, that's worst case scenario kind of for FYX. Chat, we did it. Can we get a big hype in the chat? You like my new Nike shirt? Dude, I've like been past like 2 months just been buying up a bunch of Nike stuff. Coffee, man. Urban coffee. I don't even have one coffee in me. This is rare forms. So VIX, until FYX waves his white flag, because that's the only way he can get out now, chat. Okay, he can't make a story up Probst, if you're there listening, FYX, unless he waves his white flag and says, I'm out. I rage quit out of the, what is it, the UVXY, or the, yeah, it's like the UVXY maybe. I'm out. Like, we know he's just incurring losses, okay? So, we're waiting on him to announce his resignation from his position. I mean, think about Nike sports apparel, right? Think about like coronavirus. Think about influencers like me. Like, I've said it in front of like nearly 1,000 people. Imagine this virus that preys on people who are unhealthy. Imagine not taking heed of that and not starting to try to get healthy yourself. Imagine, right? So if it's other people saying the same thing, other people listening and watching, there could be, I mean, that could have been a spike in Nike sales, because it's like, dude, people wanting to make sure they got like the best fitting stuff for, you know, most comfortable apparel for when they're getting exercise. Look at all the hypes, man. Yes, perfect. FYX probably sleeping right now. He's sleeping through the carnage of his position, his levered position. Was he oh, he was TVIX, which is also bad, right? That's 3-time levered ETF of the VIX. So if it goes down, he's, you know, if the VIX goes down $1, his position goes down $3, right? For sure that's how it goes. So we're good though, right? I mean, look, you know what's going on. You have clarity. You understand why the S&P and the Dow Jones are not pumping and why they're not dumping right now. Right, where you're at a critical resistance and it might take a while to break it, but we can go to the normal screen so you can see the targets that have been the same since we found that bottom. God dang, dude, nothing updated or nothing saved. This is just makes me sad in pants. What's up, Marion B? Thanks for the the $6.40. Thank you, man. Dude, are you in the freaking? Y'all see that chat? Look what Marion. Have you been to the pyramids, dudes? Is it crazy? Thank you, man. See, like nothing. Got the 4-hour, bet you money, nothing. Oh, nice. That did save. Sweet. I have no idea then. That's off. So your golden zone, right, where the common retrace rally would occur. FX attendees now ruthless, man.
Bruh. I believe he's long VIX at around $400. Tendies to Probst.
Could you do the math? FYX Tendies Probst. Could you do the math on what he's down percentage-wise? Okay, so thank you, dude, for the attempt on my life. That's a 8% chance of wrecking me. So, good lord. I don't know if we're gonna break 2550. We could. 3.82 million jobless claims. That's on the high end. That is not like, oh yeah, it was kind of projected like 1.5 million. 3.82 is pretty bad. And it's worse probably because, again, we're talking about unreported. I mean, how many people have coronavirus that haven't reported it or won't even go to get tested? A lot more people are infected than are reported. Okay, Jalal, man, come on, dude. I mean, of course, there are extenuating circumstances for certain people. Some people have asthma. Some people have conditions that can't be helped. But even if you have asthma, this illness can target other parts of your body if you're not healthy, right? If you like are obese or something, you have diabetes, right? So there are many chronic illnesses that can be prevented. All right. So you mean like just because you have asthma doesn't mean you can't be unhealthy at the same time. You can be healthy and have asthma, and you can do everything you possibly can. More than expected, 25.19 on the S&P. All right, so 26.52 to 29.35 in time if the rally's real. Not much movement today after rejecting a critical resistance. Yeah. Well, not really. It's not that critical. I don't know. It's definitely real. It's real life resistance. It's not a joke. So below this, though, I mean, seems like if you can't break it, then you'd come down to like 2,500, 2,485 area, right? That seems, I don't know, man. Is that going to be used as support? 2,508? I guess it has been today. It's just such a mini valley. It's like, whatever. It's a joke. It doesn't even exist on the daily. So, seems like that's where we could go to. If we go red today, we could go see 2,485. I don't know, man. It's like, what's there to be? What's the optimism here? You know, it's good that the bill passed, right? We had to have that, but everyone knew we had to have it. We knew the damage was bad. So it's like, yay. The world's, it's awful, but now what? How do the bots respond? A whole bunch of nothing. Whew. Uninsured are not going to the hospital yet, but people that are insured in countries with socialized Medicare or medicine, socialized, like, you know, their insurance is, because it's like nationalized healthcare, like those people are being like turned away. Like those people can't even get tested either. So it's like, meh. Doesn't matter if you're uninsured in America or you're insured in other places in the country. It's pretty real that like the medical system is completely overwhelmed by all this, right? I got you, DeLaw, man. Sorry. I don't know, dude. It's early in the morning. I accidentally got onto B-Man today. I feel bad about it because he was talking about dust, and I was saying things because I was thinking dust is a 3-time levered ETF against gold spot, and it's against gold miners. So I do feel bad about that if he's watching. Sorry, man. Gold is pulling back a little bit, 1628. I mean, nice rally we had this morning. It was a nice, definitely some sort of consolidation, right? Bullish of some sort after an impulse and hitting deep retraces. You're getting closer and closer to the measured move of the double bottom, but my God, taking your time. Look at those Qs. NASDAQ, meh. You know, I mean, like, Q's just kind of harambeing around for now. Oops. Yeah, where you haven't broken the down-sloping resistance, that supply line. You haven't broken horizontal line resistance, look left, 187. It's a big deal, man. It's a double top. Back from 2018. Got to break that eventually, man. I mean, and we talk about stepping stones. It's like you break 187.50, you got to break 191. You break 191, you got to break 196. So, a lot of work to do for the Qs. For tech. NASDAQ. 100. Well, it's good to see the divergence play out. The price action correlation to trend lines, awesome. Kind of tweezering, and then you gapped up from there, but follow through has been kind of, I mean, it's great. You know, yesterday, well, no, 2 days ago, you had the single largest point increase ever on the Dow Jones. But, you know, again, the last hour of trading kind of killed the momentum of the day yesterday. I don't know why. This shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like green and black. I don't know what happened. I didn't change anything. Or I don't know, man. TVIX pretty flat. But he might close his position and say, I'm down, I'm cool with only losing 2%. That's not enough tendies lost. All right, S&P starting to slide a little bit. Dow Jones too. Dow Jones, I mean, they both hit resistance. Look, you can see it. That's a struggle area. That's also a 23% retrace on both of them, right? So not a great rally, right? Not too good so far. I mean, this is definitely a spot where you could reverse if there's just underwhelming amounts of demand, too much supply, right? Let me just go to the Dow Jones on the main screen. Gosh dang it, dude. Nothing saved at all on this one. Good memento. Hold on. Let's bring it up. So Dow Jones with this breakout too, from its all-time highs to the lowest point of this crash. See, you've exceeded 236, so that's good. You'd think like it shouldn't be too big of a problem to get to 22,574, which is the beginning of the golden zone for this index. 22,574 to 25,248, so it's like a zone. Tavares, man, we're good.
Bruh. Called the doc about an infection I have and was told, good luck with that. We are not accepting patients. Don't go to hospital, and you can try a local clinic, but they may only refer to you to another doctor. This is in Chicago.
Is that a joint?
Tavares, man, goes in the chat.
3.3 meters jobless claims. How are markets up? Manipulation much?
Yeah, vroom. I mean, like, and it was kind of a higher than anticipated number, even though, you know, people said between 1 and 4 million, 1 and 3 million, so it was more than that, you know, but like, dude, it's like, I don't know, like, it could just be technical here. You know, it's all about the bots, right? The bots flipped a switch and went long, and it looks like they're still kind of long for now. I don't. Right, but like the bots are respecting the TA very well, right? They broke in the upside, and now they're going to test resistance points. So, I mean, look at this. This is a major resistance from December 26, 2018. I mean, just because you gapped up, and it's really because, like, kind of we knew between 1 and 4 million jobless claims. That was like, we'd known about it for like a week almost, or yeah, a week. And there's also the bill passing. The bill passing kind of, you know, that kind of maybe ameliorated some of the concern, you know. So it's like a break even. So that's kind of where futures opened. It opened a little up, but it could have just as easily opened a little down. It would have been not that crazy, right? So yeah, the market's forward thinking. But remember, we had a 37% crash, 37% drawdown on the Dow Jones in record time. And technically, I mean, with a close, it was a 30, let's just say it was a 38.39% drawdown in 39 days. You lost 37% of your value. So it doesn't matter how many people are unemployed, how many people are dying. That type of movement there is going to get a reflexive rally no matter what way you look at it, okay? Great Depression didn't do anything like that. The 2008 recession did nothing like this. Not this fast, not even close. So yeah, you get reflexive rallies. No one's saying the recession's over, but guess what? No one can just go all in short. It can't be that easy to just be like, oh, we're down 37% in record time. Time to go short. No, that you can't reward people for that. Those people need to get wrecked. Those people need to lose their money. And other people that understand, oh man, 37% drawdown. Yeah, dude, and we're showing bullish divergence on the daily RSI. We're showing bullish divergence on the 4-hour, both oscillators. And we've hit a critical support. And we rejected it twice. Right? I mean, that... You get it, right? I know the economy is not working right now. It's shut down pretty much completely. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory screwed, dude.
Is that a joint?
We can't pay our rents in April. Can you help start a GoFundMe to save our Cheesecake Factory? More pain coming.
They sent out an email to all the landlords across the country. Please, sir. Please, sir. Don't make us pay rent. I don't know how that's gonna go. How many people... I mean, what do you think they're gonna do? They'll probably be like, okay, sure, man. I wonder how many Cheesecake Factories get kicked out of their establishments. If Cheesecake Factory was smart, they would have done the McDonald's model and they'd have just bought properties and started their stores, right? They wouldn't have to worry about it. All right, so we got the indices climbing again. Don't be mad, but understand it's natural. Retraces are natural. We saw one in 1929. 50%. If the, if this is the true reflexive rally, then if we're going to compare it to the Great Depression, then if that's the case, the Dow Jones should see 23,931 or maybe even just 24,000 before reversing to the downside majorly. Majorly, not minorly, not these up and down. Oh my God, it's 1,000 points here, 1,000 points there, every day, open, close. Talking like you run up, you hit it, you reverse majorly, huge candles and multi-day low, multi-day sell-offs, back to back to back. Sorry, just reading some chat. What's up, Breadman? Sprocket, Gerard, Carlo. Let's see. No, stream's working. We're good, dude. Wow, Target? What happened to Target, man? Wasn't FYX on that, or did he already exit his position on Target? Dude, this Target's still fine, man. Like, Target, remember? Like... And that triple MACD bullish divergence stuff on both oscillators on the 4-hour. I also had it on the daily. I mean, it was near a support. It did not hit it yet. $90. None of my work saved on this one, of course. Let me just do it again, man. I'm working on it. Okay. Excuse me, man. Morning streams are different. Alright, you got like support at 89.50 right there, you see it. And you were like $1 off that support. But that's just so much extreme amounts of divergence. How do you get down to that if you're that exhausted on selling? Right, potential double bottom going on with Target. It's up 2.8% on the day. Which is nuts because yesterday it rallied and then a dump at the end at the close. So like whoever FYX was talking about it, I mean, this is real life. This like trade setup type stuff going on here. All right, where that would be the neckline, $108. That's where you could take profit. It's not the prettiest, but it looks pretty real. Potential, it's an idea. It's like a lower low double bottom too. Potential double bottom. Wow. That's got all the makings of a potential varsity athlete, chat.
Bruh.
Okay. But the problem is, it's like, oh, what happens if the indices crap their pants? Well, Target is gonna crap too. I hate to say it like that, I mean, but that's normally what's been happening the past few weeks. It's been bad, but good news is we're trying to get through. We're about to test 25.53 again, which is a resistance. The Dow Jones is breaking 21,732, which was its real major resistance. This is good, man. Very good. Look at this. Starting to climb again. I don't know what to do here. I don't know why this looks like this. It's so weird to me. I don't like it, really. Tilray up 32%. Oh my god. The marijuanas. Yeah, Monera's up 7.42%. Interesting. Well, that's what happens, right? That, Bitcoin, if it doesn't move, there are always opportunities for the altcoins to randomly pump to the upside, right? Of course, none of this saved. Of course. Did all the spring cleaning on these S coins on the day stream, yes, the afternoon stream. Whatever, man. So we'll keep our eye on it. I mean, if S&P breaks that resistance, I'll have an alert set up. No big deal. But yeah, nice rise. I'm not sure if you're breaking out. Let's see, rallied up. That's anchor point. Yeah, you're starting to like break out. It seems like. Interesting. Now, if Bitcoin breaks the upside, this is going to keep going. But if Bitcoin dumps, this is going to just crash with it. All right, it's going to dump with it. But hard to argue with it not looking like a beautiful bearish consolidation pattern and an otherwise bearish trend. It's hard to argue with that, man. So, I mean, you know, if best case scenario was to rally and break out for real, which you haven't even touched the 4-hour 200 moving average. So, I mean, you're about to hit the 382. So you're already about to hit the golden zone, which is where it is common for a major reversal to the downside again. Right there. So 53 bucks. Then all of a sudden it's not weird if you dump hard. All right. It's all depending on Bitcoin's price action, its next move. These altcoins just get antsy, man. Bitcoin, please. Are you mad? Are you upset that people value me so much that they tip me to just hit the live button and turn on my microphone? Do you wish you could do that? Or because you wouldn't be asking unless you had a problem with it, dude. Imagine if more people who knew technical analysis taught people and tried to help uplift people. How much better this world would be, but too many don't. So, God forbid I try to be a good person and help people learn about a hobby. Something I truly love. Like, guess what, Bitcoin please guy? I bet you have a passion that you love. Well, what if my passion's just reading charts like this, do my own thing, and I just stream it. So clearly broken out here too on the NASDAQ, man. You've been into a race since $2.60, man? Dang, man, couldn't go much lower, could it? God, I can't believe this, man. Like, I did so many altcoins yesterday and redid the charts, and none of them saved. Like, all of them. I don't understand why that happens. I think it's like, but the thing is, I remember saving like every day, and then it reverts me back to like I didn't save at all for like 3 weeks or something stupid. Yeah, everything. Everything. Yeah, where it was like we were looking at all these altcoins and they were not even showing bullish divergence or bearish divergence. They were showing bearish convergence because they weren't even making higher highs. Like Bitcoin's making the same high. Altcoins are making lower highs. Like XRP, remember? Like a high and a much lower high. Much lower levels of positive momentum. This bearish convergence. Why are we looking at altcoins when the stock market's open and we're hitting session highs right now? Boom. Bitcoin back in sync? I wouldn't be that sure, right? If that was the case, wouldn't Bitcoin be at 6,700 plus? 21,880 on Dow Jones and climbing. Let's go. IRA gang, QQQ gang, 401k. Is the target the 50% retrace on what? Saturday. On what? Monero or XRP or S&P or Target? Right, we've looked at many assets today, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Rocket Boy, I don't know, man. Like, those are variables that, like, how do we really know? I mean, like, is that going to be the cause for the crash and not the bearish divergence on the 4-hour? I don't know, man. The longer you go sideways now, the more, like, I guess the less confident I feel about Bitcoin dumping, right, at least in the short term. Because you have all this negative momentum now. You've, like, for the past, I don't know, it's almost like 16 to 20 hours you've had negative momentum. And you've gone nowhere. And that's gonna, like, not what you want. You normally, when you start building negative momentum, you want to start selling off. And build a lot. It's really weird. Trying to get this coffee in me, man. It's the morning. This is my 14th opening bell stream in a row now, covering the the worst crash, or the fastest drawdown crash in the history of mankind. But now we're being able to witness the reflexive rally, the one we've been talking about. Like, it's gonna happen, but when? Well, it's going on right now. Look at this: the S&P 2558, Dow Jones about to be at 22,000 again. And gold's climbing with it, 1636, Nasdaq 75.99. All looking great right now. If anything, Bitcoin's now underperforming the indices. Let's go. Moonboy Montgomery.
Moonboy Montgomery tipped $23.58. I just like to troll good people at 9 AM because my mommy took away my Xbox and I can't log into my WoW account. So I'm gonna be a computer tough guy. I've got such a great future.
Oh, that wasn't the guy who was talking crap, though, or who was at least jealous that I can turn on a webcam and a microphone and make more money than he makes in his job. So, sorry, man. But yeah, Moonboy Montgomery, I think he was, yeah, he was definitely saying gross stuff. Like, what? That's how you get banned easy. But thank you, Moonboy Probes, for the 2358.
Bruh.
Much love. So we're continuing to climb, man. So probably, I don't know, man. Like, depends on how high this goes, the VIX. Kind of interested to see where it's going. Oh my god, the VIX is down now 6.16%. 6.36%. As we climb, the VIX falls. It gapped down. Gross. Hey, look at this. Now it's, 59.88. So it seems like the more we climb, the more the VIX is going to continue coming on down. Maybe a little bit more methodically, because it was, it was pretty fast up, but relative to other pumps and dumps of the VIX, the way it should be, this is actually really methodical. So yeah, you need to get, these are all like support resistance areas, or they were peaks at most times in history, right? Where you like go no higher than these. And the only time you really ever got higher than those was during the global financial crisis. Good news is maybe we're never going to see 96 again like we did in 08, at least intraday. That's good. Yeah, I remember AJ Green, dude. Look at this, man. 2564, 21,962, and climbing. Nasdaq 76.10. That's good for the Qs. When I see the Nasdaq go up, that means the Qs are going up. Perfect. Gold pumping, kind of, not really. It was up this much when the stream started, or even before when the stream started. So yeah, it'd be nice to actually break above this 1641 area, that high from 2 days ago. We're monitoring it. See if we can. It'd be amazing. Next of 8, why do you hate Walmart? Walmart is it's a company, man. And it's definitely helping a lot of people around the world, during this crisis. Walmart and Amazon and Target. But what was it? Was Catterday asking me a question? You say 22,500, 22 or 25,700. Not going to be an easy resistance to break. Good.
Wrong guy connect tip $23.58. Insert name of real scrub and my statement still stands. Fixed down about 15% on fixed now. Unrelated to previous scrub.
Oh. So has he shown his face? Let's just all ping him and the is it not FYX right now? What's his name in Discord? Oh, there it is. FYT Vix. Oh my god. Ping him in the general chat in Discord. Good lord. Do we have a Discord link? No, we don't. Hold on. There you go. Join the Discord. IVR is up 62% today. Are you kidding me, man? Not IVR. IVR, huh? Is that what thing did? Invesco Mortgage Capital. Let's go. Jeez, dude. About time though, right? Oh my god, this thing got devastated, dude. It's been nothing. It's a bearish only trend, right? Where all it does is make lower highs, lower lows. Oof. That's wild. I mean, if you just want to look at it. IVR's full chart. So we would like maybe the 1618 fib extension. Kind of, right? I mean, you fell below it. But is that not really exactly? I mean, not exactly. But it's kind of the area where you're reversing, right? The golden mean ratio. Yeah, I mean, you get so much negative momentum for so long. Eventually, it starts waning. Eventually, you get reflexive rallies. And what better day to do it than the day, MK, that the S&P and Dow Jones are trying to rally to their highest levels of this reversal that kind of started 2 days ago. So a gap fill on IVR is at 533, so it could go a little. It could go fill that gap today. That'd be amazing, right? It would be nuts.
Is that a joint?
Stimulus in those Fed tailwinds, though.
Yep. I mean, it was kind of baked in, right? It's like everyone knew it was going to be terrible. Everyone, I mean, so like people could leave it to their imagination that it's going to be 4 million, and you would have been close. Like the worst expectations. So it's just kind of like offset with the bill getting passed. Stimulus. Thanks, dude, for the 420. Holy crap. Just covering the price action. It's going well so far this morning. But how high can we go, man? Well, we've already talked about it. We've already talked about the retrace levels on the S&P. And it could, I mean, like you can break this, which you already have broken it. If you can sustain prices above it, maybe get a daily candle close confirmation or at least a 4-hour candle close confirmation above this 25.53. That's very good, man. That's a breakout in a way. Another good thing is, for now anyway, until that changes. Remember that old upsloping support from 2009? You're back above that right now, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's real life. That's great, man. But now you have like a gap. Right now you've got like a gap down here at 24.75. You also have a gap down at like 22.30. So I think what's happening, we've got XA. Now we're working on A to B. Eventually we'll get up here in this zone, and then we'll reverse to the downside majorly, and we'll start B to C. And then maybe get a higher low, double bottom, or lower low, and then we go C to D. unless it's terrible and you rally once and you dump much lower than a 1.4 on 450 extension, you know, and it is like maybe the Great Depression or something. I don't know. Show Corona updates. Yeah, can definitely do that. So we have 463,751 confirmed cases now, 21,100 deaths, 113,769 recovered. So Italy now is at 7,503 deaths. Jeez, man, that's insane. Is it like just, I mean, I know it's like there's poor health there, infrastructure, it might be another strain of the virus or something. I don't know. That's just alarming numbers. 3647 in Spain. You know, like, dudes, you know that's probably higher. Anything China, put an asterisk by it, communism. So 2,000 deaths in Iran. But look, man, I mean, probably double that in China. 74,000 in Italy, 69,200 in the US. There you go. Rick, when did that happen? Let's go, S&P. We're pumping session highs right now. Oh my God. 2569 on the S&P. 22,004 on the Dow Jones and climbing. We have broken resistance, man. This is a big resistance break, man. Now you've got like right there. You've got this peak coming up that probably will be tested. 22,180. Breaking that though, man. Wow. Straight up, straight down, right? There's nothing really. It's a huge, wide open spaces. So, and that's why like a reflexive rally seems so possible if it's real now. Because like, if you just look at history, there's just like the price action correlation between the area of 22,180 and 23,380 is only straight up, only straight down, only straight up, right? So what does that tell you? I mean, you get in this area, there's nothing that would hold you back from going to that area, right? If we're talking about bots, that's what bots do, man. They're like, oh, there's nothing there. Wide open spaces, time to go. So here you go, coming up on...
Good morning, Mitchie. Hope you're doing good, Brew. What are the chances that we could see that bearish divergence on Bitcoin wane and turn back bullish? Is sideways movement really negative momentum?
There's always a chance, man. Thank you, Lil James, for the 10. Always a chance, right? It's getting so extended now that, you know, you start losing confidence in it because it's like, but at the same time, if you look at the daily, your positive momentum is at adequate levels where in any moment it can start waning. Look. We have failed 1 time, 2, 3, 4 times pretty much now to break 6,800 on the daily, which you know what that is. Resistance. This is a long position for us. Early January trade setup. But look, man, history. It's a huge resistance, man. So breaking that, you could real fast see 7,400. But if you can't, well, then you're going, I mean, of course, back to 6,400. If you can't hold 6,400, you're going down to 5,800. To 6,000. So of course, man, like again, like I try to talk about this as TA helps you gain an edge on the markets, but it's not like a fortune teller and it can fail. Like where, yeah, man, if there's just not enough sellers, I mean, look, you should be like dumping now, like huge negative momentum should be picking up and lower prices with it, but it's just like you're going sideways and you have a negative momentum. That's not really what you want. This should have been it. But again, that being said, until you break 6,800 for real, like which we failed every time, you got to say, man, until it fails, you got to stick with it. I mean, imagine like, look at gold, dude. Imagine having the mentality where you just gave up on it because it just kept going sideways and then it eventually pumped. But yeah, let's see here. I think you went through like 5 days before you started pumping, and this now for Bitcoin is like Bitcoin's like only 3 days, 4 days. So whatever, man. Like this was like a 5-day period. And Bitcoin's 3 days now, roughly. So you can go a couple more days. So I don't know, man. Like to me it still looks like an Eve top, but yeah, dude. We know, at least we know where it's going if it does fail. We know it's going to 7,400. Oh yeah, sorry. Good God. Man, that's nice. 2572 on the S&P. Dow Jones almost touched 22,000. 180. You got close. Just not quite. But we have welfare markets now. Everything pumps, man. Pump it. I wouldn't say it's a magnet, man. It's just a range. It's like bots trading in a range. Eventually, one side will relent. And we'll break. But it's only been a few days. You gotta understand that. It's only really been since March 24th. Since we've been stuck in this range. It feels like forever almost, right? With the way the volatility is going on the stock market. Crypto people getting jealous of the volatility on the other markets. It doesn't seem like I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't have to do like an extended stream today. Because things are going well. Not crashing and burning. Oh my god, I don't even have that up. Wow. Yep, hold on. Gosh dang. We're in your session, eyes. Sorry, I'm just having to do something I have to do every day while I'm live. Sucks. So is there any more news? Because I don't have I'm so ill prepared. I mean, it's just so much preparation involved with having to when your computer is shut down. It takes like 20 plus minutes to get everything the way you want it. Now, if you leave the computer on or just put it in sleep, you can go live within 4 minutes, 3 minutes. So I just. See. Yeah, Spain reported 655 deaths in the past 24 hours, fewer than Wednesday. Oh, there's hope, maybe? Not seeing anything. Yeah, Truman Show guys kind of died off a little bit. That makes sense. Yeah, Mike Land, there's not much else to do. Either you can't go watch professional sports, you can't go do things. I mean, for the most part, everyone's leisure activities have been halted in a lot of ways. Now, some haven't, but yeah, dude, there's not much you can do. But look at the charts. Well, we've been looking at the charts for years now. I mean, at least on Stream Live, we were looking at charts before the Great Crash. Yeah, hard to enjoy life, though. This is probably the hardest time to ever enjoy life for a long time, right? Keep our eye on it. Nothing, dude. Nothing saved. Ever. Yeah, I kind of dig that a little bit. I don't know. This is just outside the box thinking on Apple. Not anchoring on the top. Just anchoring here and here. One on the bottom. And if that's the case, maybe you're starting to break out a little bit. But we know hitting that bottom, you hit the golden retrace like perfect. Like the Jesus man. It was perfect. And so now, what I did yesterday, that see, you hit the 38% retrace. You reversed and had the 382. So are we now beginning to climb again? Because like we know you're now like, that's crazy, dude. That you're already, that's outperformance, man. Because you know the collective indices are not even close to 382s quite yet, where Apple hit it yesterday. So 256.59 to 283 is where you would expect a major reversal. Not expect, but you could very well see a major reversal to the downside. Oh, go figure, man. There was divergence here. There was divergence everywhere, right? Where you just continued to diverge. Like you just stayed sideways with lower levels of negative memo. Same thing with the RSI, man. That's a lot of support with a fib node. Okay, so that's Apple. And then Microsoft. We haven't looked at Microsoft in a while. Alright. All we had was that downsloping resistance there. You know, you had a channel, you know, you broke it, great. Of course. So that's good news right there. Look at Microsoft. Breaking out, like right now, like today, like yesterday, 2 days ago yesterday you broke out and failed. And now today, look at this rally you're getting. So you call this a descending broadening wedge, whatever, man. You can anchor just, it's perfect. Something like that, yeah. They're all showing very similar patterns, aren't they? Very much so. So, really like this, man. Like that high. See, 382, like Apple. Microsoft's also hitting its beginning of the golden zone. So its common retrace levels you're at 153.74 to 166.87. So great. This is why the Qs are outperforming the S&P. You mean Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon. They're all the highest percentage of the blend of that ETF. Okay, so nice. You might have a breakout on Microsoft right now. And if you're lucky, we could see 166 if the reflexive rally continues. It's up today 4% roughly. Beautiful. Oh my god, is this music too loud? Chat? Anyone, dude? Oh, Apple, Google's a little different. Has to be a channel though. I mean, at this point. So look here. Listen. Google, month 4 hour, right? Obviously crashed. Found support at a low from June of 2019. So Phil, I mean, that was like a zone of support, it looked like, right? All over the place. Between 979 and 1027, you bounced right off the top of it. But you're still confined within the parameters, it seems, of a channel, a downtrend, whatever. No breakout, really, at all. So Google the same thing. Not even, look at that. The underperformance. Apple and Microsoft outperforming Google here, where Google has only hit its 23% retrace. And no higher. 1209 to 1332 is where one could see a common retrace rally before dumping again. But dang, that's kind of eye-opening, isn't it? This one's only at 1.6% on the day. What's happening? We're ripping, dude. We're about to be at session highs on the Dow Jones Industrial. You can imagine Boeing's probably doing well today. Am I crazy here, man? Look, 22,180 looms. We know that's not even a really huge resistance. It is one. It's right here. You got to go back to August 7th, 2017. And if you can break that, you know, these minor scrub resistances, but dude, not much movement. I mean, sorry, not much support resistance after breaking this, where you're at the cusp of it. So reflexive rally could rip your face off, you know, if you're bearish. Here we go, man. We're at session highs. Every time I'm speaking now, we're pumping. 22,140. S&P 2578, near its session highs. NASDAQ 7643. Gold not really pumping. Gold's doing well. It's just not pumping with the stock market. Bitcoin certainly not pumping with the stock market right now. It's just hanging out, 6643 in its range. It's been in for a little over 48 hours now. Chat, are you there? Hello? Thanks for the 565 people tuned in. Hey, if you're enjoying the live stream, that like button, the bell itself. We'll see if we can get 200 likes. I know it's early, man. But, hey, dude, don't do it for me. Do it for this amazing rally we're having right now. Where we're at our highest levels. The S&P 500 is at its highest level since March 13th. Let's go. Erasing some disgusting losses now. Reflexive rally seems like it's in effect right now. What's up, Catterday? Alex Kissling, good to see you, dude. So we looked at Apple, we looked at Microsoft, we looked at Google. So what's the last one of the four, the mega stocks? Amazon. That range bound, outperformed very well. Even on the 4 hour, if you could notice it, seems like we ended up getting divergence in the end. Both oscillators at a critical support before a very nice bounce. And so you're just in this range now between 1675 and 2050, which was an old all-time high that we broke up just to do it, and then the market crashed. So what can Amazon do if the market crashes? It's gonna have to gap down and crash too. So I can't say there's much of a value area here on Amazon, because it's rallied so much from that low. So you think maybe where it could go in time is back to 2050. Right, maybe it sells off, we get back down to like 1800, and then, dude, you might have some sort of good looking Momo shifting pattern. I mean, it probably won't ever look as good as this. This was gorgeous, but maybe you get something, man. That's up 1% today. You know, a couple of the MAGA stocks have doubled up these gains. All right. All right, pull them back. I mean, it's just MAGA, dude. It's Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon. I mean, it's not even political, dude. That's what people call it now. Welcome to Earth. If you have Trump derangement syndrome, you might be affected or triggered. People literally call it that now. So. Oh my God, dude. It's just terrible, man. It's so bad. Here's your Ford. Ford Connect. What a crash. Remember back December 26th where you were $9.66, now you're $5.49. What's up, Simon Jones? Good to see you. So, dude, if you use that wick as the bottom anchor point of the channel, look what happened, dude. It's like it bounced off of that. Now, I'm sure there might be support looking left. There was a gap fill. Did you fill this gap on Ford? Let me make sure I'm good here. That's the gap right there. 449. I think we hit that. Gaps fill, man. Dude, this gap goes back to 2009. Unreal, right? You fill the gap. 11-year-old gap filled before a rally. The gap filled, and then if that crazy flash crash wick is regarded as a bottom anchor point for this beautiful channel, you touch that too. Doesn't mean you're not in a downtrend though. Look, I mean, 25% trend line of the equidistant channel. That's what's resistance now. It's up 2% today. Wow, go figure, man. All right, look at yesterday you hit it, failed. You opened, sold off. Oh, I'm sorry, opened up here. You opened at 577.
So, 3 million plus jobless, dying, and we pump.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, like, remember, like, Ford market thinking, right? That's like the, stock market is. Remember, I talked about this early in the stream. We had a 37% drawdown in record time. I mean, Great Depression has nothing on, or 2008, or 1987. None of them have anything on the speed in which we crashed. So when you crash so fast, man, 37% is nothing. I mean, that's a 382, right? From 2009 levels in record time, you hit a 382. It's a fib node. You bounced. It was 38%. You saw me measure it. We lost 38% of our value, and it was 38.39. That's like a 382. Oh my God. And so you hit the golden zone. Yeah, you get reflexive rallies. Because it can't be like, you can't just go straight down, dude. It's just not going to happen. Good luck. It won't happen. So yeah, we pumped. Because everyone knew that it was going to be a terrible jobless claims number. Everyone knew that. But what happened? The White House finally got a bill passed. So it seems like the markets might be saying, hey man, we knew it was going to be bad on jobless claims, but we didn't know that the House or the bill was going to get passed today. We thought it was going to be yesterday. And it was like, no, and now, yes. And so that bill is like what's going to help people. That bill really is like, okay, that will shorten the recession. What the bill is doing, what its goal is to, we know there's a recession inevitable, but it's like that bill right there. It's going to help prevent millions and millions of people from losing their jobs. It really will. It will prevent companies from defaulting on their loans. It will help companies from becoming bankrupt. If you become a company that's bankrupt, you can't hire anyone back, right? You do that on a magnitude globally, that's gonna extend the recession. So do you want a shallow recession or do you want a deep recession? Because the longer we weren't doing anything, the greater the chances we'd have a deep recession. So right, like shallow recessions are 40% losses from your low to high. Deep recessions 60%, and then depressions are 80% losses. So if we went into a recession, we'd have to pretty much, based on the charts, lose 80% of our value from 2009, which seems almost unfathomable. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, dude. If we lose 80% of our value, not quite enough to give you a depression. Hyperinflation coming? I don't know. You'd think maybe. That's why you can't find any gold anywhere, like real gold, physical gold. So Bitcoin's 6607. It's literally just going sideways, sitting sideways. Paul Wall, man. The question is, are the indices going to be able to break their resistances, the real ones? I mean, 22,180, we weren't able to. We went up, kind of touched it, and then pulled back. But there's a lot of time left in the day. What chart is that? I was looking here. I'm looking at Ford Motor Company. Super scrub. Nothing but losses since the year 1999. It sucks, dude. It's bad. And then we can look at Tesla if you want. See, this is how outdated my charts are now. Like, I deleted all this stuff, man. The double top, we already had targets to the upside. I love how you hit the 786 like the Jesus man. You disregarded critical horizontal line support to go down and test a freaking fib node in the 200-day moving average. Gorgeous. $3,618 fib extension. Never forget it. Seth better be playing 3618 when he plays roulette from now on. Yeah, Tesla's up $3.41, not even 1% today. Hasn't seen positive momentum since February 24th. It's been over a month, chat. Tesla, though, good news. If you're lucky, today or tomorrow, you could see positive momentum for the first time in over a month. So, I'm talking about common retraces. You almost hit it. You're almost at it. I mean, 585 to 731. There you go, man. How much movement today? Low beta. So it's not going to be affected positively, too much positively or too much negatively by the macro, which is the S&P, Dow Jones, the indices, right? And we did look at Monero already, Florian. You coming in late. The late bird misses the analysis. Get wrecked, dude. We looked at it for sure much earlier. My live stream has been up for 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub if you're so inclined. Thanks for the 600 people tuned in. Thanks so much for the 215 likes. If only half of y'all hit the like button now, we could get 300 probably pretty fast. And that's good for exposure and getting recommended to people who haven't discovered me yet. Is Fibonacci a god thing? Why does the market respect it that much? Dude, Fibonacci are just, think about an impulse down as like, okay, let's just think here. Let's go the SPX. Well, you know what? Dow Jones. Dang it, dude. I've got all this stuff here. Maybe go to the weekly and hide that so then we can talk about it. Yeah, that'd be good. All right. So on the weekly, you're talking about like, why does Fibonacci respect it? So like, if you have like a big move up, you know, that's the trend you're in. Like, that's what you want. You always want to be like owning assets that go constantly up, right? So think about, you're a consumer and you're on Amazon and there's something you've always wanted because it's good, right? It's a good thing for you. All right. But like, you know, it's not really retracing. It's always at a premium. It's always too expensive for you to buy it on Amazon, right? That thing you want. And what if one day all of a sudden there's like a 50% sale on that item you want? You desire it. 50% sale versus paying 100% premium. That's what Fibonacci is. Like, it's value areas for the market. So you can see in just linear, the Dow Jones from its 2009 low to its 29,500 plus high, it is essentially retraced 50% of the way. It's lost 50% of its value from that low to high. So people could perceive a 50% sale on the Dow Jones Industrial. And they did, because if you don't know, since we hit that 50% retrace pretty much, we've appreciated in value 21 to 22% of the way, right? So that's Fibonacci, a way to look at it, okay? If it was a bearish trend overall, a 50% sale for shorts. Oh my God, there's a 50% sale on this asset that is only bearish. Oh my God, we could go short here. It could be beautiful. All right. Hopefully that helps clear up what Fibonacci maybe is kind of a little bit. Sweet. You're failing to break your resistances on both indexes right now. My God, man, riveting conversation. Maybe it's just delayed or something. I hope so. Yeah, pretty much $6 trillion transferred out of nowhere to the Federal Reserve wallet. Whale alert. Yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. Really pathetic. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand how it's just, and just like that, $6 trillion out of nowhere. I'm about to go to the bathroom. Because it's the morning. Have my coffee. And I've already been live an hour and 20 minutes, so whatever. Hang tight, y'all. I'll be back in just a moment.
Purell Connect tip $23.58. If Purell is 61, 8% off this November, will you load up knowing what we know now? Ready. And toilet paper.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah, Rafi, you are blacklisted. Never gonna answer a question again for you. Never answer his questions in chat. Okay? Dang it, I can't get these decibel levels. Still too loud. There we go. So, not much movement. Gold's pulling back. 1627. S&P 2563. Dow Jones 23,063. NASDAQ 7600. Bitcoin 6608. You know the story on that one. I mean, like, we say this, right? Dude, it's just reflexive rally. Once you get to 382 or 50% or even a 618, I mean, don't think that this recession's over, dude. Don't think we're going to start making higher highs, higher lows, and it's going to continue to all-time highs. That's crazy. Yep, Smithologist, exactly, dude. It's nice, though. Dow Jones is up, like, almost 4% today. So we're going to look at this weekly in a minute, and look at that nice move up. It's great news is, you know, you held above the 200 week moving average. I mean, that never in history have we truly, I mean, until like the week of March 9th, we did close below it, which was scary, but you got back above it and now you're rallying. And yeah, once the negative momentum starts waning, which I don't know when it's going to, right? What if we dump again? Then it's going to keep picking up. But eventually, yeah, you might be able to say there's weekly bullish divergence going on, but not quite yet until you start maturing. Right? You got to get maturation of these histogram islands. So maybe soon. Right? 48 hours plus of sideways action on the corn. What's up, gas station? Brown Smith. Croquills. What's a croquill? I know porcupines have quills that can wreck, but crows don't, man. Why wait? Why do we wait, Brian? What are we gonna do when it happens? I mean, the whole world doesn't even have 1 million cases yet, right? The whole world is reporting 491,000 cases. So, talking about America with 1 million cases, you're a long way off. We're not even, I mean, you need 31,000 more cases just for 100K. I mean, yeah, it'll happen. I think experts think that we're going to be, you know, reaching like the height of the pandemic in the US in mid to late April. So, you know, the next few weeks, you make quills out of crow feathers. Oh, interesting. Okay. Can you quill people? Or are you just talking about writing like with ink? Does anyone do that in here? Type 1 in the chat if you write with a quill. 2 if you don't. Or actually don't type anything if you don't. Whatever. Alright, so we looked at the MAGA stocks. Let's look at oil or something, right? Check on that dumpster barrel. Pretty gross. Yeah, pretty freaking gross. 4 hours nasty. I mean, the daily's nasty. You know, you're kind of diverging here. Kind of. I wouldn't put much weight on it. It's so bearish, man. It's a fundamental issue on oil. Like the technicals, the damage has been done. The fundamental damage is still being done. So you could expect lower prices, most likely. $17.12 is kind of the target. A lot of people think $15 a barrel, which, yeah, in time, maybe. But this is not, like, think about it, man. You dump, and then look, where are the buyers? It's their turn to take a chance before the bears take back over again and dump this more. So Crow Quill's obviously type 1. Crypto Chef writes with a quill too. My god, man, too many quill writers. One in high school. Well, they were going for it, DeLaw. It just didn't pass. Like, they couldn't get it in the bill. They took it out of the bill, right? Unless I'm mistaken. By the way, thanks, Probes. Purell Connect. He said, if Purell is 61.8% off this November, would you load up knowing what we know now? Yeah, that's a different situation. That's an asset word, no. Because it's like, the only reason it was booming is because of what's happening now. And maybe by then November, we're probably not going to have a 61.8% sale. It's probably still going to be at a premium because we got that second wave of coronavirus coming back, man.
Check out Nikki 225 inverse HNS 4 hours.
What's up, Paul L? Thanks for the €5. Super chat. 4 hour. I don't think so, man. You're saying a 4 hour potential inverse head and shoulders. But for me, all I see is a straight line down and kind of a straight line up. I don't see a left shoulder. Do you? Where's the left shoulder, dude? That's not a shoulder. That's part of the impulse down. No way. No way at all. This is like most indices where you just had your crash and now you're beginning your reflexive rally. Wherever that high is, right? Whatever. Yeah, there you go. You've hit a 38% retrace and you reversed. Wow, you reversed. Very likely you'll fill a gap at 18,000, whatever. $18,066. That'll fill probably in time. But you know, this is the way we do it all, right? Common retraces after a crash like that, that's where you commonly retrace to before reversing majorly the downside. So depending on how bad this goes, and this is just like an altcoin, if you look at the SPX is going to drive this. Okay, Dow Jones is going to drive this. Sorry, it's not the other way around. Imagine acting like the Nikkei is its own thing and won't follow the S&P 500. Okay, so maybe it goes down and fills the gap and makes a higher low or something, and then we rally again. I mean, like, you know, we reversed here. So, like, depending on how bad the reversal is, means, like, if it's not that bad, then you could rally and come on up to the next fib nodes and test those. Look, there's a gap fill on the Nikkei way up here at, like, at 20,747. I mean, there's many gaps to fill the upside. So, if the reflexive rally continues on the S&P and the Dow Jones, you would think that the Nikkei would also continue to rise too, to commonly retrace just like them. Reflexive rally after a crash, no big deal, man. Okay. So, but no, absolutely not potential inverse head and shoulders at all. No way. Impulse down, rally. No pattern development. All crypto is having congestion problems. Fees are up everywhere, and the trains are full. Huh? Trains are full? What are you talking about? No, trains will be empty, right? Because people scared of Corona. But yeah, people are talking about hash rate being down, less miners. I don't know. That can't be really a good thing, I don't think, man. And then you got the halvening coming up, which is going to make it even more difficult. Okay. Oh yeah. So climbing again. Dow Jones 22,145 session highs or near session highs. S&P is a little off, but it's close. Dow Jones definitely outperforming again today, a little bit more than the S&P. And my guess is it Boeing. The Boeing, look at that. Boeing's up another 15% today. It was up like 30. At one point, it was up 35% yesterday. The day before, up 15%. Imagine being short at the bottom. Oh my God, you'd be killed. You'd be destroyed right now. Oh my God. All right. None of my work saved here either. That makes sense. Fibonacci. So if you use like Fibonacci from your all-time high to the lowest low of the crash, you could see that as of today, for the first time, Boeing has breached the 23% retrace. Yesterday, it ran up, touched it like the Jesus, and pulled back with the rest of the market. Thanks, Bernie. But if this is going to make a common retrace, you're looking between 226 and 310. Nothing weird. First level of positive momentum you've seen on the daily since February 21st. Talking like 5 weeks almost now. Yeah, so reflexive rallies happen even on dumpster fires. I think the crash came from people risking off, big money risking off because of a global recession, which makes sense. And I think right now Bitcoin's just doing this common retrace stuff after a crash, like all the other assets around the world are doing. Look, man, Bitcoin just got a head start. So you think about Bitcoin's at like a 42 to 43% retrace from its crash high, or just from the high. It's 10,565, and then you look at the S&P that is only in the 30% plus retrace to the upside, right, from its high. So like Bitcoin's ahead of the reflexive rally. Oh, I mean, like, you know, Dash was the whipping boy because it's the first thing on my watch list. I mean, look, dude. I don't know. It just is, man. Look, at the top. You can't see it because of my freaking magnified ticker. But, like, there's Zcash, Dash. It's Dash, Zcash, then Monero right here. And that's specifically why I chose Dash. And because it's like, dude, it is at abyss levels. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin rallied. So Dash rallied with it too. Many other altcoins have rallied off those lows, but give it time. Give it time, dude. See, that's the beauty. Like, it's like, oh yeah, these altcoins now actually have use case again. Okay. That's true, Clive. Yeah, Bernie but he was notable, dude. It's like, yeah, 4 other Republicans and Bernie, they were threatening to kill the bill. But I think he was the one that tweeted, and the market started dumping after his tweet. That's it, dude. Sorry for failing to mention that, but again, those 4 Republicans don't have the notoriety he has. Thoughts on Amazon? No edge right now, but an outperformer in the crash, obviously, because it's saving the world, helping save the world anyway. In time, you can see 2050 again. Golden zone on the Dow Jones Industrial between 22,574 and 25,248. That's the golden zone on the Dow Jones. Dow Jones seeing its first level of positive momentum since February 19th, really. Maybe February 20th. It's almost like there was nothing on that day at all. Well, dude, it's like not because it's Bernie. It's because like the position he's in, he's a voter for this bill, right? And he's running for president and running for the Democratic nominee. No need to be like so like sensitive. Market's very sensitive to news-driven events, to tweets, to everything right now. That's an unstable market condition. Nice. Dow Jones is up 4.2%.
Is that a joint?
$880. Yes, Bernie's in D.C. voting, or he was yesterday voting on that bill, yes or no, and he was saying maybe no. But it's okay. It's passed now. We're good. That's what the market needed. Maybe to continue its reflexive rally. I don't know where we'd be if we didn't pass the bill today. Because every day you didn't pass a bill is more companies going bankrupt because they got no aid. More people that are going to truly be unemployed versus just kind of furloughed and, Oh, wow, I gotta... Hold on. Hold on, I'm doing something. Dow Jones, 20,110. Very good. Not too far off highs of the day. Thinkorswim's like freezing or something. I don't know. It says logging in. Whoa. Here we go. Bill has not passed the House. Jeez, man. Guess there was an update or something. Ooh, futures look pretty. So, man, look at this. I mean, you're just, you're so close, man. Like, you could see it today. You could definitely see the 38% retrace today at 22,579 on the Dow Jones. Based on the fact that you broke above December 2018 lows. That's a huge deal, man. That's big time. And yes, I know there's that one little resistance where we are now, but you being able to break that, there's nothing really above you until 23,360 or so. And guess what? That's in the golden zone, dude. That's right there. And that's also pretty much a gap fill. And there's like a gap right here on the where traders settled up. 23,550 or so. Gap fill. Many gaps to fill, goes without saying, on all indices, all indexes, whatever. Hard to argue and say there wasn't forms of divergence going on, for a while on everything. On the RSI at least. Is FYX woken up yet? My God, dude, VIX. Look at the VIX futures, man. It's insane. Look at that dumpage, and the market's just pumping. Crude dumping right now, 23.48. Not much moving, man. Bitcoin 65.83, still in that $64 to $6,800 range. It's gonna be a hey, man. Either way it goes, I'll be happy when it breaks that range. That'll be cool, dude. Seeing Bitcoin trade above 6,800 or below 6,400 would please me, because that's volatility. Hype in the chat. This isn't the afternoon stream, dude. This is the morning stream. What's up, Joel? Arneson. Thank you, man, for the sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Dude, Truman Show guy looks like he's on vacation now. Seems like all the bad news that could affect. I mean, it'll be back, right? And it'll probably be back when the reflexive rally ends. And also we'll start seeing all this bad news and huge sell-offs, futures tanking, limiting down again. It's not over, man. Like, the recession has just begun. Remember, we're looking at the charts and they're green, and they've been green for the third day, going on third day in a row. But if you go outside, the economy is essentially shut down everywhere in the West. And pretty much the East too, I guess, right? It's starting to come back in China, so they say. It doesn't matter anyway. They're going to put them back to work. Who cares that they're a risk? They're just people. That's the Communist Party. And Dow Jones really going, man. Going for a break. You look, dude, 22,180 is the big one. Settle down in the chat. Dude, chat can't be any more settled than it is now. Chill in the chat. Thanks for the 600 hanging out, watching. The market coverage is live, and we are close to technical resistance points. S&P has broken 2553, which is a very important resistance. So you're above. But you've got like that, some more resistance at 2600 too, which was a peak and a valley. So you'd think being above this long enough, we would see 2600, which would definitely be the highest high of this whole rally. These are the 4 hour charts, not the daily, because a couple more candles, double the candles, man. Get back to work? No, I mean, he's saying he'd like to see the economy back on Easter because he'd like to see all the churches filled up. But unfortunately for Mr. President, that would be probably not a good idea, because if experts are saying that the coronavirus in the United States is going to be peaking in the pandemic in mid to late April, how the heck can we be filling up churches and going back to work on the next Monday after, on the 12th or whatever, right? It just doesn't you just can't do it. It's a pipe dream. 22,150. The high of the day for the Dow is 22,170. So you're just a little bit off. Sports are coming back April, May. Edwin, is that real talk? Is that speculation? Is that confirmed by the NCAA or the NFL or the NBA? Or what's going to happen with the draft? What's going to happen with the Masters? The Olympics are now postponed until maybe next year. Thanks, Michael. Glad you're watching, dude. He's just saying what he says, huh? Words. Oh my God, man. You have gold isn't double topping. Yeah, no, it's starting to look a little weird on the 4 hour. You lost all your negative momentum, but the good news is you had, or positive memo. It's true. This is the 4 hour. Let's just look at the oscillators on it real quick. Yeah, so for gold, yeah, it's like you hit the high and you had this huge spike in positive momentum, and then you lost all of it. And now you're rallying again, meaning like the divergence is coming. There could be follow the price action that could build the positive momentum for a good amount of time where we get an actual island. And yeah, divergence, seeing bearish divergence at a profit taking level, the measured move of a double bottom. I mean, that's that's what happens. That's why you run up and then you get exhausted. Buyers get exhausted at a measured moving pattern. You reverse there. Okay. All right, we just hit session highs on the Dow Jones, 22,171 just for a moment. We're pulling back a little bit. S&P 500, 2575, very close to its session highs, which is 2581. So we're getting real close, chat. This rally is continuing. The bots, the algos, still bullish for now. Even with 3.82 million joblessness claims this morning. Still pumping. There it was, 22,183. You're breaking resistance. You're right at it. You can see it. Yes. 22,193. Session highs, climbing. You've broken resistance. Telling you, even if you can break this for real, like that's a big if. You know, you got to get follow through. You know, you got to stay above it. You're just barely above it. Right, if you can break it for real and hold above it, which I don't know, there's not much resistance for a long time. That means we could get that reflexive rally so fast, man. That'd be insane to be getting to a 38% to 50% retrace in such fast. I mean, in less than a week. Trading session week, right? 5 days. All right, back above it, just barely. See, you're just flirting with it, man. Really struggling, and that's typical. But here we go, above it now. Will we break 22.2? $10 away. It's a big deal. I don't like how the colors are now. The trips me out. I need to figure something out. Is it part of the appearance or something? Anyone know why it's like green like that? I don't know. Something's different than it used to be, and I don't like it. And it came when that bug happened. Here we go, 22,213. You've broken the resistance. Let's see how long that lasts. It's not much of a resistance, but it was real. It was an overhead resistance, and above that, there's really not much left. It's like this huge vacuum between 22,180 and 23,360. So, I mean, dude, that's big time. Let's see if we can really go, man. That's what the algos do. And just like that, we're back to the resistance. 2577. Still haven't hit your session highs. You're so close on the S&P 500, man. And Bitcoin, if you can even believe it, is still just not really moving at all with the stock market now. It's just chilling at 66.15. And gold is just hanging out 1631, doing its own thing. All right. So you're now right back below 22,180, which is the resistance. Thanks for the 600 here. We're only about 26 likes away from 300. Can we do it? Can we achieve it? And we're only a few dollars away now from session highs on the S&P. Let's go, man. Talking like literally $2. Less than $2, chat. Come on. Less than $1, chat. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Session highs in the S&P 500, 2582.20. You've broken that resistance. Pretty decent one. 2600 is the next target on the S&P. Dow Jones is 22,212 again, back above that resistance, and there's not much else.
Thank you for being here for all of us when so much is happening in the world market. Could you please check out Cisco? Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Cisco, man. Sure, yeah. Cisco and Darden, all those, rip, and all the restaurants. Cisco, if you don't know what it is, it's just it's like almost a monopoly on commercial food service and, you know, ancillary restaurant supplies like straws and paper and, you know, like paper towels, all that, very expensive. But again, they are like almost a monopoly. Like, I know a couple years ago they tried, there's someone called, their competitor called US Foods, and literally the Department of Justice prevented them from merging because it would have been too close to a monopoly. And that is Cisco, that crashed so hard. I mean, it looks similar, very similar to Darden Foods. But with every dusk comes a dawn, and the dawn, which we would call just the reflexive rally, is begun. You have now, as of today, as of just pretty much moments ago, exceeded a 38% retrace. So you're already in the golden zone on this asset. Right, 382, 618, boom, we do it on all of them, man. So we're in common retrace areas. So where could we expect some resistance? Oh, there's all kinds of resistance, man. You think maybe $57 to $59? Because you're getting back above critical support resistance. If you can hold above that, then yeah, you would think likely in time 57 to 59 would be the target. But you're up almost 9% today. So, oof. First level of positive momentum you've seen since February 21st is, say, February 21st. That wasn't really positive momentum, dude. Let's just say that was nothing. It's really the first level of positive momentum you've seen on Cisco since December 31st, 2019, dude. That's freaking wild, right? One level, dude, for the crash. But it's a big level. It's the highest level of positive momentum Cisco's seen since. Good Lord, man. Gotta go all the way back to November of 2016 since you've seen this much positive momentum. There wasn't really any, there was absolutely no bullish divergence. There was no impending price action rest of the upside. It would just, it reversed with the rest of the market. And the rest of the market right now, doing well, covering. You are less than $1 away from your session highs in the S&P. Still 22,200 plus. NASDAQ 76.57. Looking good, man. And the fact that the S&P did break 2550 means you're only $20 away from your next real resistance if you look left, which is 2600. Q gang, that's right. Let's take a gander. The Qs, man. Let's go to the 4 hour for it. Still haven't broken the resistance though. That's what I want to see. It's not really, it's up 3% today. But like, you got to understand where we are. We've broken it kind of now. Good. But just right above the horizontal line resistance, some 2016, 2018, 2018 highs. It was like a double top. Look, you're above it. Great news, because you'd been failing to break it. So now it's like pretty much next target should be 191 on the Qs. So, you know, much higher. But like, my problem is, and I want to see it broken, descending broadening wedge, the down sloping resistance, the supply line. Let me make sure I'm accurate here. It's kind of like you are breaking it, depending on where you anchor. It's right there. It's like you're starting to break out right now, trying to. It's like you tested it yesterday, and now here we are. And again, yeah, 194, 195, and then if you can break that, I'm really thinking that eventually a high to low 50% retrace puts you at like 201, 202, and then the 618 would be 210. Common retraces. Chiral, dude, yep, it happens, man. It's I'm shadow banned for some people still, so. Wow, dead chat. Look at this, man. It's like 2 messages per minute. Or like, dude, we're hitting session highs right now on the major indices right now and climbing. And chat's dead. And we got 600 watching. I don't understand, man. What does the market have to do for you to be hyped? 22,255 and climbing. Dow Jones. Yeah, J-Rod, but like everyone knew it was going to be the most jobless claims in history last week. So it's a non-event, meaning like you can't, there's no edge, right? If everyone knows about it, it's not a non-event, okay? Even if it's getting reported, not going to do much. The bots, you could have noticed in the past 2 days, the bots have gone green. They've gone bullish. They're not bearish right now. They flipped a switch. $25.89.60. Remember, we should see 2,600 on the S&P. There's no real resistance where we are. Oh, bring out the aliens. Yeah, dude. Bring them out, man. Destroy the bots. You want to see Bitcoin tank? Well, I don't know. 2590, 22,283, and climb. Dude, we're going. We're rallying like to Jesus, man. Q's 188.88. Logan's out there somewhere, dude. So Mario, what happened, Mike Lamb? When did I turn this on? The stream's been live now for 2 hours and 2 minutes. So now